Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. The second part of the death of Frederickstead as their businesses are shutting down. The Luzzy Heart Foundation to the rescue. And St. Croix welcomes the Sisters of Power. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, we continue our special report on the death of Frederickstead. News Channel 8's Wes Small takes us on a tour of businesses who are either already closed or making plans to close.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Just in case you didn't see part one of disaster in Frederickstead, I have to tell you it's not looking good. Very bleak. And this, I believe, is just the best thing about St. Croix. I love Freedom City. No fireworks for the 4th of July, as we see this beautiful Ann Abramson Pier here, just a tugboat there, cruise ships almost non-existent. Right now, I am standing at the remnants of another business that is making Frederickstead a living ghost town. This is Motown. I remember this, and I used to bring Jamie here, my son. We used to party here and eat here and drink here. Now Motown has closed its doors. Pier 69. Open since for 18 years. Eunice Tranberg and her family. Now it's to the point where Eunice has to go in her pocket to try to make payroll. Consumer Affairs, Government House, doubled her license fees. She's getting slaughtered. Her merchants, when she gets food, they've almost doubled. So what is she to do? Is she going to charge you $20 for a cheeseburger? Leoc went up another 10%. Folks, they are strangling this community, the powers that be, and the businesses, the very lifeblood, are getting slaughtered as well. West End Grill, you're now looking at pictures of that. They've been open for 10 years, citing the same reasons as Eunice Tranberg, unable to stay above water. And last, but probably not least, because there's more businesses surely to fall in Frederickstead. Remember Mahogany, right next to Turtle's Deli, where you could go upstairs and listen to jazz, great food, and good ambiance and so forth? They're shutting their doors as well. What business will fall next in Frederickstead? Where is the Department of Tourism? Where are the powers that be to try to save these dying businesses? Now let's go back to Mr. Alfonso Franklin, former head of FEDA and our town, Frederickstead. Because if he doesn't know, no one knows why this horrible tragedy is happening to Frederickstead.
Based upon our tour in Frederickstead today, and looking at the streets of Frederickstead compared to what it was 4 or 5 months ago, it is really depressing. We know that from what we've heard that one of the major restaurants in Frederickstead that 20 years ago, as far as I know, that they started their business, which is Pier 69, they're going out of business. The West End Grill, I understand, they're going out of business. There's another one on Strand Street that's going out of business.
Motown is already dark.
Okay.
And then the last one there was Mahogany. Right next to Turtle's Deli.
Right. What is happening now is, number one, the national economy has impacted those businesses because obviously the people have to eat in them in order for us, for them to make money. And the reduction in traffic. There's another element of this that we haven't brought into the conversation, and that is crime. The impact of the shootings and the deaths that we've had in Frederickstead have made people choose other alternatives. Instead of going to Frederickstead at night to have dinner, they'd rather stay home or go elsewhere. So that has a major impact. The fees that the government now, License and Consumer, the whoppers increase through the increase of the price of oil. All those things come together and they play together, and the people just cannot afford it. The cruise ship that are not coming for the summer, maybe one every 2 weeks, that has also impacted the economic situation in the town of Frederickstead.
Mr. Franklin, I really appreciate and thank you for letting us use your beautiful backyard high atop here. And we discussed a few things as the cameraman pans around this beautiful panoramic view as we take a look out towards the west. This certainly is a beautiful gem in the Caribbean. And it's a shame to see businesses who have worked so hard and diligently go through this. Pier 69 in Eunice, when it comes to customer service, I don't think she can be beaten. The young ladies that work at the West End Grill for the last 10 years, by the way, they'll be open through August. They still want their customers to come visit them this summer. Very sad news is they have to shut their doors, alluding to the same factors Mr. Franklin did and Eunice did. All of these things come at once. They just can't handle it. You saw what happened with Mahogany, that place vacant, just like Motown. Who is next in Frederickstead to fall? And like Angela Davis, my old college professor, said, if they come for me tonight, no doubt they'll come for you tomorrow. That means Frederickstead today, Christianstead tomorrow. Let's hope for the best. Perhaps there is some light at the end of the tunnel, like Mr. Alfonso Franklin said. With that, I hope you enjoyed this two-part expose of the death of Frederickstead, a wonderful town called Freedom City. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news tonight, the tragic death of Lus James III has led to the Luzzie Heart Foundation. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. This is another win-win situation at the VI Cardiac Center, Juan Louis Hospital. I'm here with Miss Susie James, and we all know about the Luzzie Foundation. Luz James III, yes, right? Yes. And Miss James, I know this is a very emotional time for you, but you are now approaching your 5th year anniversary of the Luzzie Foundation.
Yes, it is the 5th year anniversary, but it's been 7 years since his passing.
Right, which happened in 2004.
Yes, it happened in 2004. Luzzie passed away from a massive heart attack in his sleep. He was 23 years old, and basically he had an undetected heart disease, which the family never knew about. And, after Luzzie's passing, 2 years after, the family decided we need to do something for our community and for young people. And my daughter, Janae James, came up with the idea of the Luzzie's Heart Foundation. And basically, the foundation is here to bring awareness to young people, young adults, children, and parents about heart disease and the effects and prevention of heart disease.
Wonderful. And over here to our right, the two angels of Juan Louis, I call them. They're almost inseparable. Their names kind of like Eminem, Dr. Griffith and Dr. Potts, two of the greatest in the world, actually, and we're very fortunate to have them here. Heart disease, start with you, Dr. Griffith. Heart disease, almost like a silent killer, and I understand it's like #1, but it's just something that unfortunately we take lightly.
Yeah, it's definitely still a #1 killer in the United States and also in the territory. And yes, it can hit anyone. More so you see it in middle age to older people who have the risk factors for coronary artery disease. But there are times when you can also see it in young folks who are unsuspecting, as was the case with Luzzie. And
how old was he?
He was 23 when he passed.
Just 23.
Yeah.
And you said he had no kind of history of it.
No
history. Just like,
history.
Bam.
He was an avid volleyball player. He was #1 player in the Virgin Islands. He went to college, went to Howard. He had just graduated.
He was in shape.
He was in shape. He was into the health administration field. He had just started a job. We never knew anything was wrong.
Wow. Well, and this is going to happen now. It's Saturday. You're going to talk about raising money for the Cardiac Center. And we're going to talk to Dr. Potts in a second, but we want to make sure we get that out as we watch the flyer now on TV there. Please tell us when and where.
Okay, well, we're having a fundraiser and kickoff on Saturday, July 2nd at 8 p.m. at the Pelicans Pelican Cove. It's the Palms at Pelican Cove. The tickets are on sale for $25, $35 at the door. The outlets are, let me see if I can remember all of them. James Family Florist, Rhythms Music Store, Urban Threads in Sunny Isle, Napoleon's Pizza in Frederiksted. We're also going to have entertainment, R&B Connection for those of us who are more mature. We're also going to have DJ Big Cat Sounds and DJ Swain. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, door prizes. We have some awesome door prizes that, I've had sponsors for these door prizes. And basically, the proceeds are going to go to the Cardiac Center. We're trying to have the Cardiac Center implement an education program to educate young adults, children, and parents about heart disease, which is a very, very serious, thing that's happening here in our USVI.
And efforts like this help a lot, because I think when things hit with people that we know, it brings it to light. And how many times have we seen situations where people have unfortunate events and everyone wonders why? Well, the vast majority of people do have symptoms. So I think getting the idea out that understanding risk factors, understanding signs and symptoms can help us prevent a lot of catastrophic things that do occur.
Wonderful plaque there, Luzzy's Lobby, which was founded there on February 17th, a couple of years ago. All right, so with that, I believe Luzzy is up there watching this right now. At the Juan Louis Cardiac Center, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks for that report, Wes. When we come back from this break, Judy Fricks has got your Crime Stoppers report, plus more.